Yeah, what's going on, family? It's your man B Miles coming to you live once again with another video from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. I actually want to come to y'all with another video, man, talking about how Tim Walz Minnesota welfare fraud allegations and everything that you need to know. And pretty much they were saying that Minnesota Governor Tim Walz has been accused of turning Minnesota into a failed state for allowing health and human services fraud to cripple state services. They say writing on X an account claiming to represent 480 staff at the Minnesota Department of Human Services, DHS. The governor said, said the governor, who served as a former vice president, Kamala Harris running mate in 2024, has failed Minnesota. In another post, he added Tim Walz is 100% responsible for massive fraud in Minnesota. Last week, the Justice Department announced new charges against the 78th defendant in the scheme called Feeding Our Future. Prosecutors said the scheme involved more than $250 million stolen in funds from a child nutrition program has led to over 50 convictions. According to the New York Times report, some of these schemes were linked to parts of Minnesota's Somali community. Walz told NBC's Meet the Press when asked if he takes responsibility for not stopping the fraud. He said, "Well, certainly I take responsibility for putting people in jail." The Minnesota DHS told Newsweek on Monday in an email statement that it cannot confirm whether the account on X, formerly Twitter, that you reference is run by Minnesota Department of Human Services employees. Continuing, the agency said that it is not an official department account and does not represent the views of the agency. He added, "I will note, it's not just Somalis. Minnesota is a generous state. Minnesota is a prosperous state, a well-run state." He said, "We're AAA bond rated, but that attracts criminals. Those people are going to jail. We're doing everything we can. But to demonize the community on the actions of a few is lazy," he said. Newsweek reached out to Walz's office, the X account, and DHS by email to comment on the story of normal business hours. The fraud allegation raised questions about Walz's governorship and to the extent which the state handles allegations of wrongdoing effectively. Criticism of Walz's will impact his political standing, especially given he is seeking re-election in the state, and could affect the Democrats' performance in the state more broadly in the November 2026 midterm elections. The DHS employee X account said it had informed Walz about fraud and claimed Walz retaliated against whistleblowers and discredited their reports. "There was a cascade of systemic failures leading up to Tim Walz," the account wrote. "Leadership did not want to appear to discriminate against certain communities and were willing to take action, such as stopping fraud, and that will have a adverse impact on their image," it added. Fundamentally, Tim Walz is dishonored, lacks ethics and integrity, and has poor leadership abilities, and has never taken accountability for his role in fraud. It is said to believe investigations will uncover 10 billion of fraud in total from small and large providers. These claims have not been verified, and the identity of the X account owner is not known, or their political persuasion. Walz is taking measure against fraud. In October, DHS disenrolled 800 Medicaid providers in the state who had not billed Medicaid for more than a year in a move to combat fraud. Walz then announced that 14 of the Medicaid services will be frozen during a fraud investigation. The decision fell in line with Walz's executive order 2510, which is about empowering state agencies to continue to combat fraud. So pretty much right about now, they are saying that Minnesota Governor Tim Walz is under investigation about these allegations of welfare fraud. So you definitely want to pay attention. But I had to come to y'all with this video, man. Spare thoughts upon this shit, light up on the situation. Felt the need that y'all had to hate this subject. Keep on liking and subscribing to my channel. Always appreciate the love. Don't forget to hit the bell to get all of my notifications. Like, share, and subscribe. And it's your man B Miles coming to you live once again from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. One love once again. Peace.